here is a question on arithmetic progression. In our last video, we solved some questions on arithmetic progression, and then I gave a particular hint that says that for you to solve any problem that has to do with AP, you must always know the value of your first term, which is always A, and the value of the common difference, which is always D. Now, we have this question. We have if, open bracket, x minus 7, close bracket, comma, open bracket, x plus 6, close bracket, comma, and open bracket, 3x plus 1, close bracket, are consecutive terms of an AP. Find A, the value of x, B, the 10th term of the AP, and C, the product of the 5th and 9th terms of the AP. Now, to solve this problem, we must understand how to look for common difference of an AP. Now, I told us that if you have 2, 4, for instance, 6, this is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term. Now, if you are going to look for, let's say this is an AP, you are looking for this, the common difference here, common difference D of this AP. It is the same thing as saying 4 minus 2, the second term minus the first term, which is still the same thing as saying the third term minus the second term, which will give the same answer 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. Now, this is the idea we're going to use to solve this. And mind you, the question says that they are consecutive terms, meaning they have a regular pattern, the same pattern of generation. Now, this is our first term, our second term, and our third term. Now, what we're going to do, we will say the second term minus the first term equals the third term minus the second term. The second term minus the first term equals the third term minus the second term. Now, this is what I mean. We have x plus 6, open bracket and close, minus x minus 7 in a bracket equals the same thing as this in a bracket minus this in a bracket. This is what we have. So therefore, we will open these brackets. Now, opening these brackets, there's no any term before this bracket, so we write the bracket, the terms without the bracket. Now, there's a rule that says that if you have a minus sign before a bracket, the sign inside the bracket changes. So, but better still, we can just say minus, there's a plus sign here which is invisible. We can say minus times plus, we have minus, then we have our x. Minus times minus is plus, then we have our 7, because there's no number before this bracket to multiply the terms in the bracket. Equal to, there's no any term here, so we have 3x plus 1, minus times this minus x, minus times plus is minus 6. Now, this is what we have. Now, we can say that we have to arrange this. We arrange the terms here and here. So, if you see, you observe clearly, you see x and minus x are like terms, plus 6 plus 7 are like terms. We have 3x here minus x, 3x minus x, plus 1 minus 6. Now, we have x minus x, this will give us 0, plus 6 plus 7 will give us 13, equals, we have 3x minus x is 2x, because 3 is an invisible one here. 3 minus 1 is 2, so they are all having x, we attach the x. Now, we have plus 1 minus 6, plus 1 minus 6. I always say anytime you have a problem like this, what you have to do, a negative and a positive and a negative number, or a negative sign and a positive sign, where you have to just to subtract. 6 minus 1 is 5. What's the sign that the bigger number is carrying? Is minus, so you also have minus 5. What we do here now, we collect like terms. The like terms here are 13 and 5. So, but I'll write this first. 2x equals 13. This crosses this sign, it becomes sign of equality, becomes plus 5. So 2x, 13 plus 5 is 18. You divide both sides by 2, the coefficient of x, the number that is attached to the letter you are looking for. You're looking for x. So we have 2, we have 2. This cancels this. So we have x is equal to 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we have answered A. The value of x is 9. So we can call this solution A. Now let's go to B. Before we find the 10th term, what we do is this: we substitute the value of x into these terms. so that we can have a proper AP. Now, we know that the first term is equal to, the first term here is x minus 7. Open and close bracket, x minus 7. So we can, better still, just insert our 9. 9 minus 7, which is 2. We have the second term, which is equal to x plus 6, which is the same thing as 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 will give us 15. We also have our third term, which is the same thing as this, 3x plus 1. 3x plus 1, which is the same thing as 3 times 9 plus 1. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 plus 1 will give us 27 plus 1 will give us 28. Now, so that is to say that our AP is equal to 2, the first term, comma, second term, and then the third term, which is 28. This is our AP. Now, we can now go ahead to solve for B. Now, B says that the 10th term of the AP, we should find it. Now, the 10th term of this AP can be found by using this. The general formula for AP we said is Tn. In our previous video, we gave this formula. Tn is equal to A plus, open bracket, n minus 1 D. That's a common difference. Now, that is to say that we need the first term and we need common difference. So we have T10 is equal to, what's our first term? Is 2. We have 2 plus the term n here is 10, so 10 minus 1 equals multiplied by D. Now we don't know D, but we can get D by saying, I told us just the pattern we applied here. We can say 15 minus 2. We can say 15 minus 2. 15 minus 2 is what? Give us 13. 5 minus 2 is 3. 1, add 1. Or if you say 28 minus 15, 8 minus 5 is 3. 2 minus 1, 1. So you see, you still get the same answer, just the way I told us earlier. So our common difference is 13. So we can now substitute it here. So we have T10 is equal to 2 plus 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 times 13. This D is 13. So we have equal sign, 2 plus 9 times 13. 13 times 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Add on 7, carry 2. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 plus 2 will give us 11. So we have 117. If you plus this, 2 plus this will give you 119. So our 10th term is this. Now the next thing is for C, the product of the 5th and 9th terms of the AP. Now C, we have our 5th term, that's T5, is equal to the same formula. Now there's also another easiest way of doing it. You can always know that from here, if you observe, you will see that your term under consideration, the term you are asked to look for, is always going to be less reduced by 1. It's always reduced by 1. You always reduce it by 1. It's always going to be reduced by 1. So I can just say the 5th term, either I use this formula or use the easiest way. The easy it could also be A plus, let's use this, 5 minus 1, and then by your D, multiply by the common difference. So we have this will give us, we know A is 2, let's have T5 equals, A is 2 plus, A is 2 plus 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times D, our D is our common difference. We say D is 13. So we have 4 times 13. Let's do it here. 13, 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Add on 2, carry 1. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So we have 2. 4 times 13 is 52. 52 plus 2, we have 54. So here we have 54. So our fifth term is 54. Now let's look for the ninth term, then we multiply. Let me clean the board. Okay, now look for our ninth term. For the ninth term, as T9 is the same thing as A plus N minus 1 multiplied by D. Open and close bracket, multiplied by D. So we have this. This is also the same thing as our A is 2 plus what is our N? It's always this value here. 9 minus 1. Then 13 is our common difference. So we have 2 plus 9 minus 1, 8. So we have 8 times 13. We have 13 times 8 here. 8 times 3 is 24. So we write 4, carry 2. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So we have 10 plus 2. We have 106. So here we have, okay, let's have it here. Okay. I have 2 plus this, 104. And when we sum this, we got our T9 is equal to 106. 2 plus 104. Now, I've gotten the value of the fifth term and the ninth term. So they ask us to look for the product. Product is times. So we can equally say T5 times T9, which is the same thing as 54 times 106. So we can arrange it as this 54. Now 4 times 6 is 24. 4 carry 2. 4 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 2, 2. 4 times 1 is 4. 5 times 6 is 30. And 0 carry 3. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 3. 3. 5 times 1 is 5. Now when you close this, you have, there's nothing here, nothing here. We can put zeros there. 4 plus 0, 4. 2 plus 0, 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. 0 plus 5 is 5. So our answer here is going to be 5,724. So this is the product of the fifth and the ninth term of this AP. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe.